A Little River County pastor who was charged with 28 counts of rape has had his day in court. James Cowan, who lived in, I believe, the Winthrop area of Little River County, was a pastor at the Little River Community Church when he was arrested on those 28 counts back in February 2024. Now, some of those counts dated back as far as 2019 up until he was arrested in February 2024. I do want to note that according to court documents, James Cowan was the parent or guardian of all of the victims in this case. Now, not long after, maybe like a week after James Cowan was arrested, or after I made the video, the first video that I made about James Cowan's arrest, I was sent some photos that were allegedly, these photos, allegedly from the inside of James Cowan's home. This is the home that James Cowan lived in with his wife, Mary, and their children. And they had several children. You can see the devastation, the squalid conditions that this family was forced to live in. And I think, like what I said at the time, I think that you can live in a home that needs repairs, a home maybe that isn't in the best condition, and that be okay. The conditions in this home make you feel even worse for the children that were subjected to this. There are no walls where there are supposed to be walls. The bathroom vanity is like literally falling in on itself. Just the bedding, the beds, like you can tell that these children are not being cared for.
I think one of the things that gets me about the state of the house more than anything is that it looked, according to the Book of Faces, like he was making upgrades to this building or whatever they were using for a church, but he was allowing his children to live like this, which is incredibly disturbing to me personally on so many levels. I don't know if it happened before or at the same time that James Cowan was arrested, but his children were taken out of the home and placed in foster care. I believe that the children are still in foster care. And shortly after his arrest, his wife, Mary, did file for divorce. And according to the Book of Faces, it appears that she has fully moved on from this marriage. So like I said, James Cowan was charged with the 28 counts of rape. But in addition to that, James Cowan was also charged with furnishing, possessing, or using prohibited articles. Now, he picked up that charge in August when he was caught with a 6-inch rusty drill bit that he admitted to bringing into the jail. According to jail personnel, this is something that could have been used, I guess, as a shank type material. Now, one might wonder how it was that he got that item into the jail, prison purse or not. I don't know. So on October 12th, James Cowan actually went into court and accepted a plea deal. According to this plea deal, James Cowan was to plead guilty to 3 counts of rape. Now, the first 2 counts of rape that he would plead guilty to, he would be sentenced to 25 years in the Arkansas Department of Corrections, and those sentences would run consecutively, meaning total he got a 50-year sentence. Plus, he was sentenced to 30 years on that third count of rape, suspended sentence. So 50 years plus a 30-year suspended sentence should he be released from prison. He also, of course, has to register as a SMEX offender. In addition to that, the state did drop the charges for the furnishing the prohibited articles, meaning that drill bit. He wasn't prosecuted for that, or he received no extra time on that. But James Cowan is headed to the big house. Now, I do hope the very best for his children as they are on their healing journey. I can't imagine how difficult this all must be that they've gone through this, but I do hope that this gives them some sort of feeling of justice.